want to give children with cancer the opportunity to simply be a kid through With Love. I want to pull them out of their battle, and I want them to just be reminded that they are loved and they are celebrated as a child, because that's what I wanted when I was sick. I want to make sure that these kids know that they're not just cancer, that cancer doesn't define them, that they are also a kid and they deserve to experience that part of life, because it's so essential. I thought of giving children the opportunity to be kids, because that's what I'm doing. I'm pulling them out of their battle and I'm reminding them that they're a kid. If it's a toy, if it's taking them to a Jaguars game, if it's just hanging out with them for ice cream one day, it's a normal factor for them. We're not talking about their treatment. We're not, putting them in a situation where they have to talk about how they feel that day. They've got their doctors, they've got their psychiatrists to do that. Hey, here's a reminder that you're a kid and you deserve to be a kid. So let's take away the IV pulls, let's take away the treatment, and just love on you and bring some sort of joy or happiness to you. I hit 21, I wanted to give back in a way that was sentimental to me, and then also to the people that treated me whenever I was sick. So I decided that I was going to do a toy drive that would benefit the toy room and where I was treated. And whenever I went to the hospital to donate the toys, essentially, I was turned away nicely because it was Christmas time. And they said, unfortunately, we received too many donations in Christmas. So I was really bummed out. I went and talked to my mom, and she was like, Taylor, were you sick just at Christmas time? And, it was almost like a slap in the face. No, I don't have to give to these kids or, these nurses and these doctors at Christmas. I can go and I can give whenever I want. I remember our first toy drive and drop off like it was yesterday, because we weren't, prepared to actually meet any of the families. We were just going to do a drop off and take a few pictures and leave. And the child life specialist came to me and said, would you like to meet any of the families? I wasn't emotionally ready for that. It took a few minutes of convincing to actually step on the floor in the unit and see all the kids. It brought back a lot of memories, but I'm so glad I did, because when I went in and passed out the toys to the kids and met the families, it was a reminder of me of why I initially wanted to give back in the first place. And it also really hit a different part of my heart when the parents pulled me to the side and said, this is so much more than a toy. This is you showing us that there's hope. You've been in our kids' shoes, and we're seeing you now. This was almost 10 years later, but this gave them a sense of hope. And that drove me to do more than just toy drives for one holiday. And because of that, I feel like those words really pushed me to go to the next room, and then to the next room, and then now to do this 4 years later and to keep going and growing. But that first toy drive was tremendous in propelling With Love today. With Love started as a toy drive, but the root of it was the fact that you have to grow up so fast whenever you go through cancer. A 2-month-old baby, even though she doesn't really have any recollection of what she's going through, she still is growing up 3 or 4 times faster than your normal 2-month-old. You're put in such an adult situation that I wanted these toys to be almost a reminder, hey, you're a kid. And then also for me to go in there and connect and just hang out for a few minutes or throw them a party. It's a way for me to bring them out of their battle, if at least for a moment, and remind them that they are a kid. Giving children with cancer the opportunity to be kids is our new mission statement. I think all kids deserve something special no matter what. And my story is surviving cancer. So I had to refocus and really tailor the charity to what it started out as. Not saying that I want to push away any kid. Everyone has their own personal battle, whether it's fighting cancer or they break their leg. That could be the biggest battle they ever face in their life. But you know what? That is something that refocuses them, hopefully, and is a form of growth for them. I'm more focused on the child and really leaving them with a positive thought about who they are and how they can overcome that battle. So I always tell myself, whatever you do, do it with love.